The launch of the Pixel 10 series is just around the corner. On August 20th, Google will officially unveil the Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, Pixel 10 Pro XL, and Pixel 10 Pro Fold. This new lineup is expected to push the Pixel brand forward once again, continuing the journey that began when Google relaunched the series in 2021 with the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. Back then, Google's big promise was to make the Pixel a true iPhone challenger, but the road hasn't been smooth. The Pixel 6 and 6 Pro had problems with their modems and fingerprint sensors, and the original Tensor processor was more of a Samsung Exynos chip than a fully Google-made design. Many users faced issues with battery life too. Even though the Pixel 6 Pro had a 5000 mAh battery, it often couldn't last a full day, forcing owners to recharge by afternoon or evening. Since then, Google has worked hard to address these complaints. The Pixel 7 series brought a better 5G modem, and by the Pixel 9 series, Google switched from a slower optical fingerprint scanner to a faster and more accurate ultrasonic sensor. Now, with the Pixel 10 series, Google is stepping into a new era. The upcoming Tensor G5 chipset will be the first chip designed entirely by Google from the ground up. Unlike past versions, it will be manufactured by TSMC instead of Samsung, which should help with efficiency and performance. But what about the question most buyers want answered: how long will the new Pixels last on a single charge? Thanks to newly leaked EU regulatory labels, we now have a good idea about the expected battery capacities and runtimes of the Pixel 10 family. Starting with the standard Pixel 10, the phone will pack a 4835 mAh battery. That's about a 6% increase compared to the Pixel 9's 4558 mAh battery. On paper, this means slightly better performance, but in real use, the runtime only improves by about 11 seconds from 49 hours and 12 minutes to 49 hours and 23 minutes. Still, the increase shows Google is trying to squeeze in more power without making the device too bulky. Moving up to the Pixel 10 Pro, the EU label gives it an A rating, which is the highest grade. It will have a 4707 mAh battery, compared to 4558 mAh on the Pixel 9 Pro. That's a 3.3% bump in size. Runtime here improves more noticeably, rising from 50 hours and 44 minutes on the Pixel 9 Pro to 51 hours and 9 minutes on the new Pro model. Then there's the Pixel 10 Pro XL. This version will feature the biggest battery of the group, rated at 5078 mAh. That's a modest 2.8% increase from the Pixel 9 Pro XL's 4940 mAh battery. Interestingly, despite the larger battery, runtime actually drops a little, from 49 hours and 30 minutes down to 48 hours and 38 minutes. This suggests that the bigger screen or extra hardware features of the XL model may be drawing more power than before. It's important to note that official runtimes are only estimates. The actual experience depends on factors like screen brightness, apps in use, network strength, and even the age of the battery. A brand new phone will obviously perform better than one that's been used for a year or more. Still, Google seems confident in the durability of these new batteries. Each Pixel 10 phone reportedly went through 1,000 charging cycles during testing while retaining a high percentage of its original capacity. The devices also survived 270 drop tests without any battery damage. At an IP68 water and dust resistance, and these phones are built to last. They can survive being submerged in over 1 meter of water for up to 30 minutes. On top of that, Google promises 7 years of Android updates for each Pixel 10 device, which is one of the longest commitments in the smartphone industry. Beyond hardware, one of the most exciting things about the Pixel brand has always been Google's software. The Pixel 6 series introduced Magic Eraser, a tool that let users remove unwanted objects from photos with a tap. Interestingly, Apple only recently added a similar feature to iPhones, calling it Clean Up. Another example is Hold for Me, a Pixel feature that uses Google Assistant to stay on the line when you're placed on hold during a call. The assistant notifies you when someone returns to the call, so you don't waste time listening to hold. Music: Apple is only now introducing its own version, called Hold Assist, in iOS 26. This shows that Google has often been ahead of Apple in rolling out practical AI-driven features, and it's safe to expect more of them in the Pixel 10 lineup. With Google now fully in control of both hardware and software thanks to the new Tensor G5 chip, the potential for unique AI tools is higher than ever. The Pixel brand has grown stronger in recent years, especially as Apple's rollout of its own AI system, Apple Intelligence, faced delays and criticism. With the Pixel 10 series, Google is in a strong position to grab more market share. So the big picture here is that the Pixel 10 phones will bring modest but steady improvements in battery life, better durability, and longer software support, combined with a powerful new chip and fresh AI features. For those looking for a true alternative to the iPhone or Samsung Galaxy models, the Pixel 10 family could be a very compelling choice. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.